So engineering and technology innovation management is basically their version of engineering management. The good part about it is the management courses like economics, marketing are sort of your core courses, which are compulsory courses. But what it gives you flexibility around is you can choose if you want to go more technical route. So if you want to take more software engineering related subjects, data structures, Java and stuff like that, or you want to take finance or more management related courses. So what I did was I took more management related courses. So I took marketing, advanced marketing, I took finance, I took how to manage engineering projects, because that's what I wanted to do, how to manage software development projects. And then just to build some core tech competencies, I took a course in data structures as well, because that helps you with your interviews and to secure a job. I do not use that as much in my current job, but it still helps you secure a job. So that's what I like
Great.
about the program here, is that it gives you flexibility with if you want to go more tech or if you want to go more business. And you can also take courses from the MBA school of Carnegie Mellon, which is the Tepper school, which is like one of the best schools in business. So if you want to take more management related courses, you can even take courses from the MBA school. So if you want to go more tech-oriented career path, I would say MISM is. So MISM would have courses like it would have core Java-related courses. It will have data structures. All of this would be compulsory subjects. So you have to take all of this. There's also, and in MISM also there are 2 or 3 different branches that you can take. So one is data analytics. If you want to go into data analytics, data science. If you want to go into core software development, the normal MISM program is for that. Both engineering management and MISM can lead you to same career paths. You can become a product manager or a business analyst or a management consultant doing MISM as well as doing engineering management. The difference is MISM is more specialized for tech related courses, and then engineering management is more flexible in terms of how you want to build your course. Another key difference is engineering management, I feel, adds a lot of value if you have work experience. You can also do MISM straight out of college. So if you do not have work experience, MISM I think would be a better course than engineering management, just because the courses in engineering management requires it's beneficial if you have some work experience, so you can like contribute in the course. We were around 25-30 odd people, yeah, and I think 10 to 15% were Indians, and then it's quite diverse. So we have Indians, we have Asians, I mean Chinese and other countries. So it is quite diverse. But it's not, yeah, this is particularly for Carnegie Mellon. It's not the standard across. I would say most had. So work experience help you secure a job, I would say not fairly easily, but comparatively easily as compared to freshers. Yeah, we had a few fresher students as well, and then they secured a job as well. So yeah, since it's a 1-year program, it is really hectic. So you have 4 to 5 subjects every semester, which is very unlike other courses, because like if you do MISM is also comparatively similar, but like other courses usually have 2 to 3 subjects every semester. But this is since this is like a 1-year program, it gets really hectic. So you have 4 to 5 courses, and then you always are seeking either an internship or a full-time job. So the course starts in Jan, and you are eligible for an internship in summer. So like in May, you are eligible for an internship, or you should do an internship technically.
You mentioned that you were looking for jobs that you could start working in April, even though you started school in January.
Yep.
Isn't there 9-month rule where you have to...
This course is an exception for that. With this course, you can apply for an internship in like May. I say that having work experience is preferred for the course, because if you're applying for internships right away, since you've just started your course, having some background here in India really helps. So as soon as you get in the course, I started applying for internships like day 1, or even before my course started, I was already preparing my resume and started applying for internships. Your course, one of the subjects is job search, whether it's internship search or whether it's full-time search. Depends on when you get it. But yeah, you're constantly applying for jobs, preparing for interviews, and stuff like that, all throughout your entire course. So that's one subject if you may consider it like that. And then you have 4-5 other subjects, so you have 2 to 3 lectures every day, and then most of your time goes in coursework and assignments. And the assignments and coursework, initially you need to put in a lot of effort just to understand how the assignments and coursework is done over here. So here it's more case study oriented. So you have to solve case studies, and it's different from India in the sense it's not like something that is taught to you in the class. You just have to answer questions on that. It's not just that. You have to take it a step ahead and apply your own understanding to solve assignments. So yeah, you have 2-3 lectures a day, and then most of your time goes in job search and doing assignments. I mean, all that you were doing mostly over there was everything related to the course. Of course, you go out and chill with your friends. But I would say on an average, 70% of your time, 75% of your time is doing coursework or anything, or job search or related to academics.